I'm Gila, the online Pilates instructor. Have you ever done Pilates or other exercise and you find that you straight away you feel it in your neck, the tension builds up in your shoulders and neck all the time and it irritates it? Maybe you know that your neck's not great or you've got problems with your neck and you'd rather do exercises that don't involve your neck. But so many exercises you might find in Pilates or other classes, a lot of exercises are where you're lifting your head and shoulders, you're lifting up here, and immediately you find you take it through your neck and shoulders. If that's you, what I've done is I've taken a couple of the common Pilates exercises and just adapted them for you, so you don't have to use your head and shoulders, but they're still really effective. So the first one we're going to do is the 100. Now when Joseph Pilates did this, he had his head and shoulders lifted, his legs were out straight here. That's pretty hard for most of us today. So let's modify it, let's adapt it down. So you're going to be in your neutral spine, okay? Find that center point, engage the abdominals. Imagine you're drawing in a belt a notch tighter than you would do normally. And then leave the head and shoulders down, okay? That's the main thing. So when we do our 100 here, and you're either lifting a single leg, and you can hold that for a few breaths, and then change. Or if you do both legs, making sure here that then often the next option is to lift the head and shoulders. So we're going to leave the head and shoulders down, but you still want to make sure that you're not grabbing onto the mat, gripping on here, that the tension's building up here. So try and keep the face relaxed. Try and keep your shoulders down and really focus on the muscles you want to work, which are these deep abdominals here. If you let them go, you will start, everywhere else will start to compensate. So keep focusing on drawing these in. If you start to tire, you feel you're losing your technique, your back's pulling away from the floor or whatever, just rest. The best thing is to do little and often and build up that strength rather than just try and hold it forever. So when you're in your 100 position and we're holding it here, the shoulders are down and away from the ears, but you're not holding the neck. Keep it relaxed. Keep focusing here. So there's no tension building up here. If you feel the tension start to come on, tensing here, either relax or maybe that's your cue to have a rest, okay? So if you do the 100, keep the head and shoulders down, keep the tension out of the arms and the neck and the shoulders, and just focus on working those deep abdominals. Okay, next one that we do is the roll up, which again is like this. Just as a quick recap, if you go all the way to the floor. But again, it's these bits, isn't it, where perhaps here you start to take it in your shoulders and your neck, and this part here where we're coming back up, where you can, all the tension, all the work is going on here rather than here where we want it. So what I get people to do in my classes is use a band. I'm going to turn slightly diagonal to you so you can see. So we're going to put the feet in the band, okay, and shoulders are down and away from the ears. You've got to keep this relaxed. Even though you're holding onto the band, don't start to tighten up here. Keep the spine long. Use the band to help you and use it to support you so that you're not taking the tension through your neck and shoulders. And just take it a little way and then come back up. So this is a loose grip. It's just there just to give you a little bit of extra support. It's not doing all the work for you. All the work is still coming from those tummy muscles, shoulders down. You've just got to keep reminding yourself, nice, relaxed neck and shoulders. Smile. If you smile, you don't have all that tension building up in your face. So no grimaces, no, because as soon as you do that, your neck and shoulders react as well. So keeping it under, just small movements, arms are relaxed, I'm not gripping on for dear life, my tummy is working as well, okay? So that's one way you can adapt the roll up to take the pressure off your neck and shoulders. Okay, another one then that we often do in class, and if you've done Pilates you may have come across this one, is our single leg stretch. And there are lots of variations with this one. And again, similar to the 100, is keeping the neck and shoulders on the floor. Okay, so you may have done a version like this, where we do a knee lift, leg extension, bend it in and lower. And you can add in an opposite arm float. Now again, I would say to just keep that pressure and tension from the neck and the shoulders is don't take this arm too far back. If you're forcing it back here, yep, you're going to be irritating around the neck and shoulders. So just take it to where it's comfortable. And if there is comfortable or there is comfortable, that's fine. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Keep the legs high. Keep the head and shoulders down. And then if you worked from this position in our 100, you can do a similar thing here and extend the leg back to your knee lift and extend. And we can add an opposite arm. Now keep the head and shoulders down. Don't take the arm too far back. If you take it here, what wants to happen is the rib cage wants to lift off the floor and all sorts of other bizarre things going on. Keep the legs high. Okay? As soon as you build up the levels and you start adding in extra arms and doing other things with the legs, it builds up the level, the difficulty. And so what happens is if you are still developing and progressing towards getting this strength here through these deep abdominals, is the neck and shoulders tend to take it instead. They tend to compensate. And so if you find you're doing this and taking it here, I'd really advise you drop down a level. So work with one foot on the floor, don't take the arms so far back, or even just leave the arms out and just focus on a good technique at a lower level. That'll be far more effective than doing a few at a high level and finding that, you know, it's bothering your neck and shoulders. Okay, another one then that we do is our swan dive, where we lay on our front, and this is the exercise here. This is not how Pilates did it. This is even modified from Pilates version, but adapted. If you find that is too much for your neck and shoulders and your back, keep the hands on the floor. You want the shoulders to still be working, so the shoulder blades slide down into your back pockets and you lengthen. Use the arms here on the floor to help you just push a little bit away. They're not doing all the work. You want your back to strengthen as well, and lower down. Keep the movement small. If all you're doing is to here, that's fine. Try and keep the lower body relaxed at this point and keep the arms on the floor. Each time the shoulders coming back and down, peeling away. Keep the head looking down so you're not extending through the back of the neck. We'll just do one more. And down. And then always release off in the opposite direction. Well done. Okay. Another really important thing to do is just sit comfortably. After you've done your exercises or done a class, or even in between all the exercises, let's stretch out the neck. So take the ear over to the shoulder. Keep this shoulder down, reaching down and away so you get a nice stretch through the side of the neck. And then on this side. And then lift up. Drop the chin to the chest. And then turn and look one way. Then down, looking down, and then turn and look the other way. Bring the head up. Do some shoulder rolls. Nice big shoulders, circling them round and back and down. And just do one more. Link your fingers together, round the upper back, drop the chin to the chest, as if you're hugging a big tree, drawing those shoulder blades apart across the upper back. And release. And bringing the arms back down to the side. And then turn and look just sort of to your corner and drop the head down. And you can look down here if you want to. You can put your hand on your head. You're not pushing your head. Please do not push your head. You're just, the weight of the hand is enough, and you'll feel that stretching a slightly different place down the back of the neck. I'm going to come up and change the other way. So looking down to the corner, weight of the hand if you want to is enough to just increase that stretch. And then lift the head back up. Take the hands behind you, just onto the waist. Gently draw the elbows back, open out through the front of the shoulders. And these little stretches here, if you do have neck and shoulders that get irritated very quickly, or you hold a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders, these are really good ones just to do throughout the day. Yeah, as often as you want to just keep releasing the tension through there. So I hope that's helped. Please put some comments below and let me know how you get on with those, and if they're useful. Main thing is just keep the head and shoulders down if you're laying on your back. Really try and focus on the abdominals. Do lower levels with a good technique rather than trying to race up through the levels. And keep stretching, keep releasing, and remind yourself about your neck and shoulders, and smile. If you smile, you can't hold lots of tension in your face. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.